Continue reading Bhagavad Gita as it is by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Chapter 11, The Universal Form, Text 7. Ihaika istham jagat krishnam pasyadya sa characharam mama dehe gudakesha yachanyan drastum ichhasi. O Arjuna, whatever you wish to see, behold at once in this body of mine. This universal form can show you whatever you now desire to see and whatever you may want to see in the future. Everything moving and non-moving is here completely in one place. No one can see the entire universe while sitting in one place. Even the most advanced scientists cannot see what is going on in other parts of the universe, but a devotee like Arjuna can see everything that exists in any part of the universe. Krishna gives him the power to see anything he wants to see, past, present and future. Thus, by the mercy of Krishna, Arjuna is able to see everything. Na tu mam sakyase Darastum anenaiva swachaksusa divyam dadami te chaksu pashyame yogam aishwaram. But you cannot see me with your present eyes, therefore I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. A pure devotee does not like to see Krishna in any form except for his form with two hands. A devotee must see his universal form by his grace, not with the mind but with the spiritual eyes. To see the universal form of Krishna, Arjuna is told not to change his mind but his vision. The universal form of Krishna is not very important. That will be clear in subsequent verses. Yet because Arjuna wanted to see it, the Lord gives him the particular vision required to see that universal form. Devotees who are correctly situated in a transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by loving features, not by a godless display of opulences. The playmates of Krishna, the friends of Krishna and the parents of Krishna never want Krishna to show his opulences. They are so immersed in pure love that they do not even know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In their loving exchange, they forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that the boys who play with Krishna are all highly pious souls. And after many births, they are able to play with Krishna. Such boys do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They take him as a personal friend. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami recites this verse, Ittam satam brahma sukhana bhutya dasyam gatanam paradavitena Daivatena maya sritanam nara darakena sakam vijrohu kirta punya punya. Here is the Supreme Person who is considered the impersonal Brahman by great sages, the Supreme Personality of Godhead by devotees, and a product of material nature by ordinary men. Now these boys who have performed many pious activities in their past lives are playing with that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 12, 11. The fact is that the devotee is not concerned with seeing the Vishwarupa, the universal form, but Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statements so that in the future people could understand that Krishna not only theoretically or philosophically presented himself as the Supreme, but actually presented himself as such to Arjuna. Arjuna must confirm this because Arjuna is the beginning of the Parampara system. Those who are actually interested in understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and who follow in the footsteps of Arjuna should understand that Krishna not only theoretically presented himself as the Supreme, but actually revealed himself as the Supreme. The Lord gave Arjuna the necessary power to see his universal form because he knew that Arjuna did not particularly want to see it, as we have already explained. Sanjaya uvacha evam uktva tato rajan mahayogeshwara hari darshayam asa parthaya paramam rupam aishwaram. Sanjay said, O king, having spoken thus, the Supreme Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. Aneka Vaktara Nayanam Anekad Bhuta Darshanam Aneka Divya Bharam Divya Neko Dhyata Yudham Divya Malayam Baradharam Divya Gandhanulupe Man Lepanam sarvascharya mayam devam anantam vishvato mukham. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine upraised weapons. He wore celestial garlands and garments, and many divine scents were smeared over his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expanding. In these two verses, the repeated use of the word many indicates that there was no limit to the number of hands, mouths, legs and other manifestations. Arjuna was seeing these manifestations were distributed throughout the universe, but by the grace of the Lord, Arjuna could see them while sitting in one place. That was due to the inconceivable potency of Krishna. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yugapat Uthita Yadi Bha Sadarshi Sasyad Bhasastasya Mahatmana. If hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. What Arjuna saw was indescribable. What Arjuna saw was indescribable. Yet Sanjay is trying to give a mental picture of that great revelation to Dhritarashtra. Neither Sanjay nor Dhritarashtra was present, but Sanjay, by the grace of Vyas, could see whatever happened. Thus he now compares the situation as far as it can be understood. So an imaginable phenomenon, thousands of suns, Tatraika istham jagat krishnam prabhibhaktam anekadha apasyat deva devasya sarire pandavastada. At that time Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many thousands. The word tatra, therefore, is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on the chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Arjuna could see in the body of Krishna many thousands of planets, as we learned from Vedic scriptures. There are many universes and many planets. Some of them are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels, some are very great, some are not so great, etc. Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all these, but no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Tatha sa Vishmaya Visto Hrista Roma Dhanam Jaya Pranamya Sirasa Devam Ketanjalir Abhasata. Then bewildered and astonished, hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord. Once the divine vision is revealed, the relationship between Krishna and Arjuna changes immediately. Before, Krishna and Arjuna had a relationship based on friendship, but here, after the revelation, Arjuna is offering obeisances with great respect and with folded hands. He is praying to Krishna. He is praising the universal form. Thus, Arjuna's relationship becomes one of wonder, then friendship. Great devotees see Krishna as the reservoir of all relationships. In the scriptures, there are 12 basic kinds of relationships mentioned, and all of them are present in Krishna. It is said that he is the ocean of all the relationships exchanged between two living entities, between the gods or between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Here, Arjuna was inspired by the relationship of wonder. And in that wonder, although he was by nature very sober, calm and quiet, he became ecstatic. His hair stood up, and he began to offer his obeisances unto the Supreme Lord with folded hands. He was not, of course, afraid. He was affected by the wonders of the Supreme Lord. The immediate context in wonder, his natural loving friendship was overwhelmed by wonder, and thus he reacted in this way. Arjuna uvacha pasyami devams tava deva dehe sarvams tatha bhuta viseso sangam brahmanam isam kamalasana istam risimscha sarvam uragamscha divyam. Arjuna said, "My dear Lord, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents." Arjuna sees everything in the universe. Therefore, he sees Brahma, who is the first creature in the universe, and the celestial serpent upon which the Garbhodakshayi Vishnu lies in the lower regions of the universe. This snake bed is called Vasuki. There are also other snakes known as Vasuki. Arjuna can see from the Garbhodakshayi Vishnu up to the topmost part of the universe. On the lotus flower planet where Brahma, the first creature of the universe, resides, that means that from the beginning to the end everything could be seen by Arjuna, who was sitting in one place on his chariot. This was possible by the grace of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Aneka bahudara bhaktara netram pashyami tvam sarvato ananta rupam nantam na madhyam na pumastavadim pashyami vishveshvara vishwarupa. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many arms, bellies, mouths and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle and no beginning. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and is unlimited. Thus through him everything could be seen. Kiritinam, Gadinam, Chakrinam cha Tejo Rasim Sarvato, Rasim Sarvato, Diptimantam Pashyami Tvam Dur Niriksyam Samantad, Diptanalarka, Dvitam Aparamayam. Your form is different. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere adorned with various crowns, clubs and discs. Tvam aksaram paramam vetitavyam Tvam asya vishvasya param nidhanam Tvam avyaya sasvata dharma gopta na sanatanams Tvam purusha mato me. You are the supreme primeval object. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Anadi madhyantam anantam viryam anantam bahum sasi surya netram pashyami tvam deepti hutasa vaktram swa tejasa vishwam idam tapantam. You are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. There is no limit to the extent of the six opulences of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here and in the many other places there is a repetition. But according to the scriptures, repetition of the glories of Krishna is not a literally weakness. It is said that at a time of bewilderment or wonder or of a great ecstasy, statements are repeated over and over. That is not a flaw. Dyav a prithivyor idam antaram hi vyaptam tvayakena disascha sarva dristvad bhutam rupam ugram tabedam loka trayam pravayatitam mahatmanam. Although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. O great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. Dhyava aprithyavayo, the space between heaven and earth, and Lokatrayam, the three worlds, are significant words in this verse, because it appears that not only did Arjuna see this universal form of the Lord, but others in other planetary systems saw it also. Arjuna's seeing of the universal form was not a dream. All whom the Lord endowed with divine vision saw that universal form on the battlefield. Amihi tvam sura sangha vasanti kechid bhitaha pranjalayo grinanti swastiti ukta maharishi siddha sangha istuvanti tvam istubhi puskalabhi. All the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you and entering into you. Some of them, very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfected beings crying, all peace, are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. The demigods in all the planetary systems have feared the terrific manifestations of the universal form and its glaring effulgence, and so prayed for protection. Rudraditya vasayo yo cha sadhya vishve swino marutas kosmapascha gandharva yaksha sura siddha sangha vaksante tum mismitas chaiva sarve. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, the Vishwadevas, the two Ashwinis, the Maruts, the forefathers, the Gandharvas, the Yakshasas, the Asuras, and the perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. Rupam mahatte bahu bhaktra netra mahabahu bahu bahurupadam bahudaram bahu damanasta karalam dristaloka pravaititas aham. O mighty armed one, all the planets with your demigods are disturbed at seeing your great form, with its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs and bellies, and your many terrible teeth, and as they are disturbed, so am I. Nabha sparsham dittam aneka varnam vyatanatam dipta visala netram dristva hi tvam pravayati natithi tantaram atma dristim na vindami samam cha Vishnu. O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Dramstra karalani chate mukhani dristavaiva tavaiva kalana sanibhani diso na janena labhecha sorna prasida devase jagan nivasa. O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the worlds, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance, seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions I am bewildered. Ami cha tvam dristarastarasya putra sarve sahivavani pala sanghe bhishmodrona sutta putra sathaso sahasramadiyar api yudho mukhya Vaktrani te to ramana vishanti damastra karalani bhayanakani kechid vilagna dasanantareshu sandrashyante churnitair uthamangai. Although the sons of Dhritarashtra along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna and all chief soldiers also are rushing into your fearful mouths, and some I see trapped with heads smashed between your teeth. In a previous verse, the Lord promised to show Arjuna things he would be very interested in seeing. Now Arjuna sees that the leaders of the opposite party, Bhishma, Drona, Karna and all the sons of Dhritarashtra and their soldiers and Arjuna's own soldiers are all being annihilated. This is an indication that after the death of nearly all the persons assembled at Kurukshetra, Arjuna will emerge victorious. It is also mentioned here that Bhishma, who is supposed to be unconquerable, will also be smashed. So also Karna. Not only will the great warriors of the other party like Bhishma be smashed, but some of the great warriors of Arjuna's side also. Yatha nadina bahavo ambu vegha samudram eva bimukha dravanti tatha tavami nara loka viravasanti vaktrani abhivijwalanti. As the many waves of the rivers flow into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter blazing into your mouths. Yatha pradiptam jwalanam patanga visanti nasaya smriddha vega tataiva nasaya visanti lokas tavapi bhatrani smriddha vega. I see all people rushing full speed into your mouths as moths dash to destruction in a blazing fire. Leliya se grasamana samantal lokan samagran vadanair jwaladbhi tejobhir apurvya jagat samagram bhasas tabograha pratapanti Vishnu. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible scorching rays. अख्याहि मे को भवान उग्र रूपो नमोस्तुते देवा वरा प्रसीदा विजनातुमिच्छामि भवन्तम् अद्यं नाहि प्रजनानि तव प्रवृत्तं O Lords of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primeval Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is.